Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? What's up? What's up? This is the Reluctant Nobby. Back again. Back again, back again, and back again. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Um, feeling, man, I don't know. I'm feeling kind of up. Feeling kind of up. Got a couple things going on. Posting up some of my videos. We're going to talk about some of those here as they post up. Yeah, smooth criminal. All right. And shoot, try to get this party started right. Try to get this party started quickly. So, as I go out here, my stuff is starting to work a little better. I wonder why I have all that feedback sound. All right, so let me see something if I change this. Oh, okay, I get it. So what's this? Oh, so I see, says the blind man. Hold on, let me try some more of these modes. What the? Ah, this is kind of cool, y'all. Oh, wow, this is kind of cool. Lord the Prince, look. All right, I'm just doing this, see who else I'm going to have on board here. Nope. I don't know. I like the radio one, but I can't seem to find it. Oh, heel to the knob. See what they do with the Spider-Man one. See this one right here. So as I come out here to start my stretching and stuff like that, I've been hopping on that workout horse, you know what I mean? All right. All right, there we go. All right, what's up, Elijah Edwin, Jamarcus did Russell. What's up, people? All right. is worse. Really. All right. So what's up? What's up? What's up, people? Um, I would like to. I don't like that. All right. All right, y'all. I don't know. All right, bro. Well, this is where we stand, brothers and sisters, sisters and brothers. All right. One, let me just shout out and say we had a brother that had a couple of losses in his family. Brother USMC vet. All right. For those of you that are subscribed to my YouTube channel, Reluctant Nabi Neo, pick a video or whatever and give a shout out to the brother, condolences and stuff like that. He had a couple losses back to back. All right. So, if y'all can do that. All right. Man, that's a sad set of events. Sad set of events. All right. One of the other things is that I figured something out. And this thing is, some of us got to be good ambassadors to the brotherhood when we roll places, right? And some of the times we don't get that. All right, some of the times we don't get good ambassadors. All right. So, me, I never realized, but it in the beginning. But with all the brothers that's talking about going, all right, going to Brazil at least. I plan to make a trip to Costa Rica and some other places, all right? And primarily because we need to get out more. And truth be told, we don't really know much about what's out there because we've been told to be afraid to travel for much of our existence as brothers in the U.S. All right, hold on for a second. Hey, what's up, Anthony Johnson? So we've been taught this. Oh, you don't taught the fear of traveling. All right, we've been taught the fear of traveling. Hold on. We've been taught this fear to the point of ridiculousness. Hold up for a second, brothers. So it only works like this. Unfortunately, my Facebook don't work like that. Let's see what it says. All right. So that is our lot in life. Fear, fear, fear. More fear and more fear. All right, come to find out that the reason why these people were setting us up to have this kind of fear was... Please don't be... Hold on. Okay, I was doing somebody a favor. All right, so I'm going to continue this discussion, but I'm going to show you what's really going on. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the other set of soccer balls came in. The Brazilian ones. All right, so we got the U.S. ones that came in. I'm taking this with me. All right, so I'm taking the drone. All right, we got the U.S. ones that came in. There's more under this. So this is some of the stuff that I'm taking with me in Brazil. I got a lot more soccer balls coming in. All right, so we talking about being ambassadors, right? So y'all see my wire contraption and all these boxes and stuff right here, right? And then the set of tennis shoes that I'm taking, all right, these are going to go to what they call the bazaar or the Goodwill. All right. All right, so let me see. There they go. Y'all see the white ones. All right. So now, these were some of the jackets that I'm taking. Y'all seen some of the youth that I have model the jackets, right? Now here's the key. When I am taking this stuff, all right, when I'm taking these things, they have to be used. Now, y'all know that what I do is I take the tag off, toss them on the floor to make them appear used. And technically, they would then be used. All right. The tennis shoes I've worn, even if I wore them for a hot second, so I could say that they're used. All right. Now, some tennis shoes I did. Oh, dang. I forgot to pick up some stuff that I said to the brothers that at the airport. I need to pick up some tennis shoe cleaning, a tennis shoe cleaning kit solution. I can go to the mall and get that. All right. So, and these are the drones. All these boxes and stuff, all this junk. These are the drones. This is the kick bag that I train the brothers here. All right, and y'all saw the speed bag. Why? Because it's about being ambassadors. All right, it's straight up about being ambassadors, right? Now, a lot of this I was doing on my own without thinking. Hold on for a second. All right, a lot of the things that, hey, what's up, Cameron Brown? A lot of the things that you've see me do, it was just harebrained on the seat of my pants and stuff like that. I decided to go to Brazil because I just decided to go. So I then planned from there a little bit and just went. A lot of decisions that I make just naturally because it just needs to be done. All right. So basically, what things come down to is this. Hold on for a second.
And this goes out to the Egyptian
Booyah, I got it
Philistines
right this
many years
time.
later.
All right. So a lot of it comes down to this. All right. I've always shared things in my life because of how I grew up. All right. I kind of grew up in the streets. I didn't kind of grew up in the streets. I did grow up in the streets. I was a part of the state for most of my childhood life. All right. For most of my childhood life, I was a part of the state. Now, as a result of such, right, when I got older, if you're a part of the states, you know where you live next, right? In the streets, as we say. All right. So, I lived in the streets. Hey, what's up, Ben Shlomo? All right. From living in the streets, I had valuable lessons taught to me by brothers that was in the streets, brothers that weren't in the streets, veterans, especially the veterans. All right. Especially the veterans. All right. The veterans, I have much respect for the veterans because of what they taught me. Much love, much respect goes out to the veterans. The old school veterans. Be a man. I'll make a man out of you. All right. Now, I was a boy that wanted to be a man. You understand? A teenager that wanted to be a man. A young adult that wanted to be a man. No way in hell my mama was going to teach me how to be a man because what? She was a woman. And she was doing a sorry enough job at that. Now, you people like, but she a black woman, man. Your mama black. Yeah, my mama black. And effed up the family. With this independent, I don't need no man crap. See, what my mama didn't know is that the love I have from the community didn't come from her. But I can tell you this, that my family, there's no real love in their hearts. And it didn't come. Mine came as a result of divine intervention. Now I'm going to explain what I mean. Now, I grew up, the institution I grew up in was Catholic. All right. Now, saying that, I grew up around a bunch of nuns and stuff like that. And you are very aware that there is a Most High in the world because you are really in tune with what evil is in the world. There was little games we used to play in mirrors and stuff like that. And we had no understanding of the wickedness that we were playing with. All right. I remember somebody, while I was in one of the group homes in the institution I was growing up in, somebody came by to one of the group homes to show us some stuff, one of the workers there or whatever, right? And basically, you know how you put your hands together to form like a play gun with the two fingers, with your two index fingers? All right. And what happened was there was 4 children. We were children at the time, and we took the heaviest guy, which was our counselor that worked there at the group home. All right, and oh Lord, you know Daniel, we put our hands together, and 4 children were able to lift him out of a chair, to put their fingers under his arms. This is just with our fingers, and 2 fingers under the knees. All right, we said a little chant, which I didn't recognize was a chant. All right, but we said our little thing. All right, and then we were able to lift him out of the chair as if he was floating. See, this is why I take the Most High seriously. All right, and this is why I understand that the Most High does not exist as far as religions. All right, religions are designed to keep us blind. All right, religions are designed to keep us blind. It gives you a little bit of who the Most High is, so you could just, kind of catch it. But religions are designed to keep us blind. All right, and so as we lifted this person, I was like, holy cow. At the time, we were just excited. Look at what we just did. How many people know it wasn't we? All right? How many people understand that there was something else involved in that? So this is my life, and this is why I came to certain understandings that I have. Because there are things that in a Catholic institution you mess with, and you see. And when you grow up, you start the understanding that regardless hey, what's up, Jarrell, yo? Regardless of how you feel and what you think, that the fact that evil exists ought to tell you that the Most High exists also. Or do people, or do you want to just continue to bury your head in the sand? And unfortunately, that's what most people want to do. Most people want to keep their head buried in the sand. Why? It's comfortable. They don't have to think. All the thinking is done for them. All right, all the thinking is done for them. Hold on momentarily. All right, so there were some things that I understood as a child that I was like, okay, this thing here is no joke. Now, so why did I have, what opened my head up? All right, I was taught to pray to Jesus, to God. I was taught all this stuff, right? But at the end of the day, what really mattered was this. I just wanted to know what the truth was. That was my thing. I was like, what is the truth? All right. I was like, what is the truth? And that was my prayer. I prayed to the Most High, and I just prayed. Right? And I said, I want to understand the truth. So this has been my life Like, I research everything. I believe stuff until it's not believable. And what I mean by that is this. When a person seeks the truth, all right, when you seek the truth, right, you form your opinions based on what you know at the time. Now, a person that seeks the truth understand that what they know at the time can change depending on which truth is revealed. All right? So depending on what truth is revealed, all right, or between, not what truth, but the truth being revealed. All right, that's what growth is. Growth isn't college education. Growth isn't a degree. All right? Because many people go to college to stop growing. All right, there is a lot of, let's say, black professors. Their degrees kind of stunted their growth. All right, because many people with a degree in certain things, they think that degree certifies that the knowledge that they learned from the Caucasian system that is bent on destruction of true history, and let's say, the subversion of knowledge. In other words, this group of people don't want you to have real knowledge. They only want you to have enough of it to be dangerous to others. You know, that's like them people that went to pre-law. You know, I had pre-law. All right, they know enough of the law. They should know enough of the law to know when they need a lawyer. But they think because they went that they're lawyers. Never mind, they don't need to pass the bar exam or anything like that. All right. So this is where we are. We have stopped our learning progression. We are easily what's the word I'm looking for? Distracted. That's the word. We are easily distracted. You put a booty in front of, I'm talking about us, the brethren. I'm talking about us, the Afro men, even the Aboriginal men. You put a booty in front of us, we lose our head. And I say this because of this. Currently, the video that's receiving the most commentary are a bunch of white women twerking in a twerk group. All right? Now, you got brothers putting out some real knowledge. All right? Right below that video, what I saw was another video. And they did some research to show that brothers got it going on. That brothers are becoming successful. Understand this. That brothers are becoming successful. While the black women are in decline, The Afro men are becoming successful. And then I went back and I looked at some of the comments with all the white women twerking and the one in the middle just doing her thing, right? And one of the brothers said this, or a couple of the brothers said this. They said, why are all these white women trying to learn Afro culture all of a sudden? And one of the guys said, you know that the Caucasian man is not the target. They're targeting the Afro men. All right, now let's go to the other video where they did some research and showed that brothers are on the come up. The working brothers, that is, we're on the come up, right? The BAW, they're still choosing the thugs, the hoods. They're still choosing the dude that don't have anything, but he got potential to get something, while the dude that have already established himself, all right, he's not worthy to be chosen to be producing children with. They produce many of their children with dudes that's not able to take care of children. And in her mind, the BAW's mind, she's like, well, you know, he has potential. You know, he has potential argument. All right? Everybody has potential. That's the argument you're going to use, right? So I was talking to one of these, he had potential women that, and I said, so why don't y'all ever create all these children by dudes that's already established? All right, that's what my question was. Why aren't you producing children with men who are already established? That's what people used to do back in the day. Well, I went to college and he was in college. Did he have a job and a house and stuff that if you had a child, y'all are able to? Well, no, he had potential. Where he at now? Oh, he in jail. Think about that. Oh, no, we're one of the daddies was in. All right, so, and the other dad, you know, and this is the thing, but he had potential. Not that he was something already. Right? And so I explained this to see, what's up? Chibwiki. All right, what's up, brother? All right. I tried to explain how much of an enemy the black women have become for the Afro man. And we're talking about, I can't speak to Africa. I can speak to Brazil because I've been there. I can't speak to Africa. I don't know anything. Well, what about Africa? I don't know. Okay, I don't live there. I haven't been there for a long period of time to be able to say anything. That is something for brothers that's living in Africa to address. Well, what about the white women? I don't know. Until recently, never really thought about having a relationship with a white woman. So I don't know what they do. That's something for people in that community to discuss. But the BAW, oh, I know a hell of a lot about what's going on. And the videos and stuff with brothers collaborating, with brothers talking to one another. Oh, yes. The cat's out the bag. All right, the cat is out the bag. And the BAW, they're going to have some issues. Because now we see them as having no value to us. The primary value of a woman to the man, primary, is not sex, but it's a result of sex. It's her ability to produce children for a good man so that he can raise somebody whereupon he could build up a community. He could build a community and that family could leave a legacy. And I was telling these women that the black women robbed the good men of this. And now they want to get upset. In that twerk video, I saw what everybody else saw. I was like, oh yeah. Right? I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, I see it. A whole bunch of brothers is going to end up with them women twerking on that video. And they was all white. A whole bunch of black women are going to be highly irate and pissed. Because you know the brothers that's going to end up with them white women? The one with jobs. The anti-Pookie and Ray Ray. Alright, the anti-Pookie and Ray Ray. Alright, that's who they're going to end up with. Alright. And the black women that have been rejecting those kind of men their entire life. The black women who can no longer produce children. The black women that don't want to produce any more children because they have 5 or 6 different men. But they want a good man to help them raise the children they created from other men. This one woman said that, man, I was trying not to become like my mother. And she said this when she found out what the deal was with her father. And then she was like, but no man wanted me and stuff like that. And I was like, that's not true. All right. So they don't understand this. Think about this. All the money and resources and the goodwill of the brothers that donate to my channel is going to black women, black children, brown children. I don't think there's any white children in that group. But it wouldn't matter. But it's going because it's mostly helping out the community. Right? The poor community. All those resources are going there. Why didn't I, for those that might ask the question, man, why didn't you build in your community? Because when I tried, the women shut down the funding. And by women, I mean black women shut down the funding. When I was putting people back into college, when I was helping black women by paying for bills, understand this. I was helping them pay bills. Understand this. Where they didn't have to fill out a bunch of paperwork. All they had to do was, if they were struggling, just come bring me the bill. Bam. Right? They, black women, because they found out how I was getting the money from YouTube, and they found out that in order to help the community, I felt like we need to know the truth about what's going on. And because they were implicated, the very women guilty of the acts that I was talking about was angry that I was talking about. Why? Because the whole objective was to keep the Afro man in the dark. All right. And so, when I tried to build with them, they shut down the funding. All right. Who's attacking most of the channels? Them and their simps. Oh, and let's talk about the simps. We can't trust them either. All right, straight off the top. Until a brother learns who our enemies is, then we have to consider him not worthy of being in the battle. Understand that. Until that brother learns who our enemy is, you don't ever let somebody like that fight with you. The person that's going to argue with you, man, but that's our black queen, man. That's the queen. The black woman is God. No, they're part of the enemies. Anybody that will try to get you to follow anything that will take the power and authority away from the Afro man, that dude is not only a traitor, but he's weak. Anybody will be able to use anything to get him to betray you. And let me put it to you like this. When I was in the military, I had a security clearance. In order to get a security clearance at any level, one of the things they wanted to find out about you is your habits. Were you a drunk? Are you up on your finances? You know what I mean? All right. You're not in debt to anyone, right? And part of this is this. They wanted to make sure that somebody couldn't pay you off to give up some military secrets or government secrets. All right. If you effed up your life, you was in debt, a drunk, you did drugs or anything, then they understood that in order to get you to sell out them, even though you work for them, they could use pretty much any vice that you have. This is how we have to treat them Negroes running around talking about the black woman is queen, man. You can't say nothing about her. Crying and stuff. They're weak. Them black women destroyed their minds, ripped their manhood from them. They have no manhood left. The only thing they have left is hood. Not manhood, but just hood. All right? And so this is where we're at. This is why all my resources go where they go. And I want y'all to think about this. All right? To those that donate to my channel, I let them tell me specifically where they want the money to go. Specifically. And there's some brothers that donate a lot. They say, we want all of this to go to Brazil. And that's where it's going. Soccer balls and all the rest of that. All right? So, this is where we're at now. Thank you. You're welcome. So this is where we're at now. All right. This is why all the resources go there. So what's the lesson? All right. What's the lesson? Y'all, even if you have a little bit, all right, even if you have a little bit, we need to build our own community ourselves based on our rules, period. All right? Because we understand this, that people that have rules and stuff like me, we are productive. All right? If we have enough of us that get together as a group, our stuff will be straight. Right? And remember, I was telling somebody, it's the men that build. Women haven't built crap. It's the women that help us maintain what's being built. Women, how they're losing is this. They think they're supposed to build something because some feminists in 1970 told them. And even in the midst of all the destruction that they're looking at in the neighborhoods, in the Afro neighborhoods, they still don't get that they effed up, right? Now, here is the key. Here is the key. We build. It's the men that build. When we get a woman, they help us maintain what's already been built. They're not even supposed to be looking to build something. Oh, I'm looking for a man to build with me. You ain't supposed to be building crap. But that's the mentality. I was telling somebody. I was telling a sister Worth. I was like, you as a sister, here is your worth. Your worth, your net worth is $0. Sister with no degree. All right? Sisters with no degree. Their net worth is $0. Why is that good for a man that's already built something? Because he's already built it. That sister can help you maintain. All right, if you get a black woman with a bachelor's degree, her worth is minus $11,000 to $0. Did you hear me? Minus $11,000. In other words, when she gets with you, she wants you to take on her student loan debt, her weave habits. So which one you going to take? The woman with the degree or the round-the-way sister that ain't got no degree? Think about that for a minute. The best, we need to ask these, the only sister that can wake up, that can have some value to us is the non-degreed one, because the more degreed the black woman, the more indoctrinated she is in the white system. Oh, okay. So the more degreed the black woman is, the more indoctrinated she is in the white system. Think about that for a minute. I want you to think about that for a minute. All right. The more degree the black woman, the more indoctrinated. The worse for us, the men that build. One, she's going to come in and think that that degree has given her permission to rule over the men. Why? Because she got a degree. All right. So let her get a Pookie and Ray Ray. All right. Because remember, she's thinking that she's equal to us. And again, let me define that. A woman, it has never been equal to a man. Because a woman is a woman and a man is a man. So jacked up is this reasoning and this thought that now you have Caucasian men that got so into the black woman's head that she is now thinking, yeah, that they're equal and it's okay for her little black boy to think he's a girl. Why? Because her mentality was the destruction of the male seed to begin with. So if he grows up thinking that he's not supposed to put a seed inside a woman to create, oh, that's what they're trying to prevent. Soldiers. You can't have soldiers that know when to fight, when not to fight, and how to think. How to think. You can't have that. Thinking men. Why is it that black women argue the most with the thinking men? Especially dudes that research that. Because that's what they were trained to do. Now, a sister will untrain herself in all of that and realize that it is better to not struggle than to struggle. But some love the struggle. All right? So we got to look for ones that are tired of the struggle. All right? If we can't find them, then that's it. Remember, the community, there is no such thing as a black community, as an Afro community. First of all, there's no community to think of because it's all owned by Caucasians anyway. Now to be owned by the Hispanics. I went to Fort Worth and I was like, wow, they're building up a lot of new houses and they're building them for the Hispanics. The single black mothers that used to live in them houses got evicted. Now they're revamping the whole neighborhood. All right? They have neighborhoods. You know why we can't have any neighborhoods? We have no children. The BAW eliminated that with the 22 million abortions, plus abortions, not counting California, New Hampshire, and Maryland. When you count them, over 50 million Afro people were just slaughtered before they could even make it into life. Now imagine if 10% of that would have been able to create and have children. We wouldn't be so outnumbered. All right? And so now you have it. You have the women producing the children from Pookies and Ray Rays or not at all. You have most black women engaged. You have more black women engaged in the lesbian lifestyle than you have homosexual black males. Understand this. You have more black women, same-sex marriages, than you have black men, same-sex marriages. Do you know why that is? Because even spiritually speaking, there are lines that even the males, the homosexual males, will not cross with God. And that's one of them. That's one of them. They ain't even going to go there. They're not going to cross that line with God. They're going to be like God said, man, woman. All right. They like, I'm living my life, but I ain't going to, do that. I still don't understand why they don't turn their life around too. But hey. All right. But they don't cross that line and promote that. It's the women, it's our black women that promote that. Promote. I'm not saying just do it, but promote it. All right. So at the end of the day, all right, this is what we do. We already know we need to separate. It's incumbent upon us to separate first. Once we understand who the guys are that are really standing up for the rights of Afro men, all right, and this is the rights of Afro men. We just want the right to produce and earn a living. And decide what we're going to do with our money. We want the right to stop that mess, stop the white man from coming into our pockets to take our money to give it to the black woman. While she, for 18 years, tell the child, oh, your dad ain't giving you crap. He ain't sending you no money. Only to find out when you turn 18 and get that letter in school that he's been sending money the whole time. Your mama just been spending it on Wave. And her dude. All right? See, that's what they do. They get the good man to give them the financial resources to be a 304 for Pookie and Ray Rays. All right? So that's basically it. All right? And so it's sad that a dude going to jail coming out is better, that the black woman see more value in a dude coming out of prison than a dude coming out of a university with a degree. But it is what it is. Remember, most of the children that are not being taken care of, that are produced mainly by the dudes on their way to prison or coming out of prison, and not by the dudes with the degrees. All right? So we separate, we figure out who the real brothers are, and then we only communicate with the real brothers. All the Hotep simps, oh, the black woman is God. All right? Let them and they God, do for them. Now, in the video I have up, I was discussing with you what happened with Cambyses did to the Egyptian Pharaoh. Why Egypt no longer exists. Egypt no longer exists because of a woman in power and worshiping a woman. All right? And I put up the war where they won it by cats. Because the Egyptian army worshipped the female god Bast. And so the Syrian army used that against them. And then laughed at them for worshiping a female. As they were murdering them and slaughtering them. That was the easiest battle that they had. And then we know what Cleopatra did to Egypt. Cleopatra, all right, we talk about the volumes of literature that was in the Egyptian libraries that were utterly destroyed. Cleopatra is directly responsible for 750,000 volumes of literature that was destroyed because of her love triangle between Mark Antony and Julius Caesar. The Romans referred to her as a 304. And so kindled was the anger of Rome against Egypt because of Cleopatra. They destroyed knowledge. Think about this. Now, remember, the Romans were learning from this knowledge, but they destroyed knowledge. Do y'all know the purpose of the pyramids? White people was trying to tell you until recently, oh, it was to bury the kings, right? It wasn't. The pyramids weren't a tomb. They were a battery or a conduit for electricity. The pyramids were a conduit for electricity. Think about that. Do you know why we won't know how they work? Cleopatra. Cleopatra, you say, oh, remember those 750,000 volumes of literature that was destroyed in the Alexandria libraries by the Romans as a result of Cleopatra's treachery? Don't you think there was a lot of secrets in those volumes? Think about that for a minute. A whole hell of a lot of secrets in all those books. Secret things that they kept in those libraries that came from books from all over the place. All right, the reason why people don't know crap about the spirituality in Egypt, it wasn't all Hotep, Isis and stuff like that. No, that is what the Romans left untouched. But there were more spiritual things that were coming from other cultures in Egypt. Egypt did not monolithically believe in Isis, Osiris, and all of that. That was one of the majors, but there were other majors. Remember, the Israelites, the Hebrews were there with the Egyptians. The Hebrews and the Egyptians commingled together. The Hebrews guarded the northern territories of Egypt. All right, so let's get this understood. There was their theology, which was all over Egypt. This is why you had the one Pharaoh that believed in monotheism, that there was a more powerful person than Osiris and all that. And this was an invisible God that did not require any statues or anything like that. You see? And that was the more powerful one. Think about it. Somebody that don't require for you to worship it with statues and sacrificing your life to a statue. All right? People don't understand that it was more vast than that. And much of the reason people don't understand is this. That at the end of the day, because of Cleopatra, a lot of that knowledge was ripped to shreds, stolen, torn up, or burned. All right? This is what happened when we men just forsake Proverbs 31 when it says, do not give our strength to a woman, her ways which destroys kings. All right? We only take women that see our strength and will understand that we've already built. That she's not required to do anything but help us maintain. And trust me, if she's in her right mind, she would love that kind of life. Why? Because now she could live in relative peace and enjoy things without risk to life, with having options, with food, with roof over their head. All right? Food in abundance, safety, and protection from the elements. Do you know a dude that provides that? That's a bad thing now? So, one must ask himself, since when did a man providing that could be a provider became a bad thing? Since feminism. Since feminism. All right? So I want y'all to understand that since feminism, this has been bad. It's been bad. All right. Since feminism, it's been bad, mainly for the females, because the brothers have awakened. Sorry about that. I had to let one of my friends off. All right. So since feminism, all right, I will say this, the party's over. The party's over, and they ain't going to have squat. Now, in saying this, in the title, I put my channel, Reluctant Nabi Neo. All right? For those of you that's listening in, go subscribe to that channel and this other channel, because quite honestly, I want to hear what y'all have to say. So, I'm going to start putting some more live streams up on Reluctant Nabi of Yah. So, not Nabi of Yah. Reluctant Nabi Blessed. All right? So I'm going to have live streams going up on Reluctant Nobby Blessed. All right. So just click in. Go. My title's at the beginning of this video. Just click on it. Go there. Click on the video and just subscribe. When you subscribe, click the bell. And when the bell comes up, click all. Right? And do the same thing for the other channel. Right? Because I want to do some live videos to see or hear some of y'all's thoughts on a lot of things that I've been speaking on. All right. So, for the time being, or for this moment, if y'all go to Reluctant Nobby, N-A-B-I, Blessed. You know, you're blessed, B-L-E-S-S-E-D. If you go to Reluctant Nobby Blessed, all right. If you go to Reluctant Nobby Blessed, to get the subscribe there, same thing. When you subscribe, click the bell, and when you click the bell, click all, so that when I start the live conversation there, where everybody could participate. This is the one thing I do not like about the live on Facebook. But it's a good platform to say stuff off to the top of your head and see some of the comments. But I think it just worked better there, right? Hey, what's up, Rufus? All right. So if y'all go there, what's up, Ben? Lejeune Scott, Cameron Brown, Majama Wa Usango. What's up to all of y'all? All right, so y'all do that real quick. I'm about to jet out, and I'm going to try to do a live tonight. And it's going to be on Reluctant Nobby Blessed. All right? So I'll holler at y'all. Thank y'all for showing up. I will talk to you all later. Peace, love, and soul. All right, I'm out.